Good afternoon, manufacturing all-stars, and welcome to this episode of Manufacturing Happy Hour. Today, you're going to learn how FactoryTalk TeamONE connects directly to industrial devices. I'm joined by Paul Haikal, the product manager for FactoryTalk TeamONE. Cheers, Paul.
Cheers, Chris.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So we're rolling on in our mini-series around embedded analytics. And in this episode, I got to start with the basic question. Tell me about TeamONE and the devices it connects to.
It's a very good question. So what we've gotten used to are mobility solutions that require major server infrastructures on site. What is different about TeamONE is that we are starting to leverage the hardware resources of the mobile phones and tablets that we walk around with every day.
Yeah.
So TeamONE has a built-in server to the app.
Yeah, and tell me about some of the benefits of having that built-in server.
That built-in server is our enabler to connect directly to those devices. That's why we do not need any kind of a data server. That's what allows us to talk to any Ethernet IP device without a computer in between, directly from the app.
And for, I guess intuitively that makes sense for anything that's like on the network, but
Yes.
What about like a device that's like not on that network, for example?
Perfect question. So there are lots of cases where our customers will put devices on private networks. So the one thing that will not change is your connection out of a mobile phone is a wireless connection.
Right.
Think of a control panel with an access point. Nothing special about that access point, no need for any internet connection. That access point is just used to allow your mobile device using TeamONE to connect to a Logix controller. Once we reach that Logix controller, TeamONE is able to go through the backplane and hop another network. That other network could be a private Ethernet network. It could be legacy networks like Data Highway Plus.
Okay.
It could be a ControlNet network that will eventually get us to another Logix chassis, will get to the backplane, and then talk to that maybe older controller like a 1756 L63.
Sure. So that's quite a range that we're talking about now,
Absolutely.
Especially in terms of networks and protocols. Does FactoryTalk TeamONE do more with some devices than others? That's kind of the question that I'm having at this point.
Yes, that's another good question because we do have enhanced integration with PowerFlex drives, as well as CompactLogix and ControlLogix controllers.
Okay.
What we mean by enhanced integration is that in addition to just basic device status, faulted, not faulted, out of a PowerFlex 755, for example, we're able to connect directly to that PowerFlex and read its parameters, its drive parameters. The same is true for CompactLogix and ControlLogix controllers. We connect directly to that controller and we're able to read its tag values. Other data sources for TeamONE would be a FactoryTalk Alarms and Event server, as well as the action cards from a FactoryTalk Analytics for Devices appliance.
Sure, and we'll be talking about action cards and more the coming episodes as well. That was a lot of information around connectivity, communication with the devices. What would you say the call to action for our audience from this video is?
I would say most of what I mentioned can be tried today using the free edition of TeamONE.
Okay.
So everyone can download TeamONE. Everyone has a knowledge-based login. Download TeamONE, install it, log in, and try the stuff that we're talking about today.
Awesome. I'm going to have a link of where you can go to download that below this video as always. In the meantime, Paul, thanks so much for being back on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And for the rest of you out there, stay innovative, stay thirsty. We'll catch you again here on Manufacturing Happy Hour real soon. Cheers.